point that Sharn sagas give you the same rewards for heroic and legendary, like if you're looking for those caustic compounds or those alloys and stuff. And so if you don't know, if you weren't picking up on why I was like, oh, I want those things, it's not just for the Sharn crafting, but it's this clown right here, Randall Lyric. He's a new augment trader, and he trades augments for those thingy dingies. So I want to have a stash of them because I want to be, if I want an augment, I want to be able to come here and, just be like, here you go, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And this guy's relatively new. And these are augments that were not available from a vendor in game up until now. Accuracy, shatter, vertigo, stunning, healing amplification, negative healing amplification, repair amplification, damage, spell penetration, melee power, ranged power. And these are these are the heroic ones. And then he's also got legendary ones that, you can pay shards if you want, or you can pay thingy dingies. Here it's a different list. So here he's got some rubies, some high level rubies. And there is in every one of the expansions. In fact, let's go ahead and take a tour of them, because we did this last week, I think, but I was lower level, so I couldn't get to the one in I guess it was just early. I don't know when it was. Somewhat recently. I couldn't get to the one in Ravenloft because I was too low level. So if you didn't know, Randall Lyric is an augment trader. He was somewhat recently added to the game. I don't know, a few months ago? Maybe? At my advanced age, it's hard to remember these things. It could have been 10 years ago. It could have been 10 minutes ago. I don't know when he was added. But it seems like it was something like a few months ago. So there's one in every expansion. So that means there's 6 of them in the game. And at each location, he has different augments, different levels. Sometimes at the same type of augment, but a different level of that augment. It might be the healing amplification for level 20 in Eveningstar, but Randall Lyric has the level 15 and 28 version of it. But it's not the same. It's not the same at every vendor, just different levels. He does have some different stuff. So you want to be familiar with what he has. Okay, so here he is in Sharn. So let's just go chronologically through the expansion. So our first expansion was Menace to the Underdark. So I used my key to the city of Eveningstar, and he's in a crappy location in Eveningstar. I do not like where they put him. I think they should have just put him here, because hey, nobody's standing here, but I guess nobody can stand next to Elminster because he's so special. Or they could have put him I don't know, how about right here or right here? Oh, hey, nobody's standing in front of this thing. How about right here? No, they had to hide him behind this building over here under a tree. Anyways, here's Randall Lyric in Eveningstar, and he's got Epic Augments level 20 stuff, and he wants your commendations that you get from, these quests and the Slayers all out here. PDK commendations, War Wizard, Clerics, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's where he is in Eveningstar. Now we're going to go over to Wheloon, because Wheloon represents the Shadowfell Conspiracy expansion, DDO's second expansion in 2013, which was not well received. It was an unfinished expansion. I don't know if they ever formally admitted that, but as a player, that's my best guess, is that they didn't finish it. And really, it just felt like we got a double update instead of an expansion. And at the time, Turbine still had the game, and they said after the flop of Shadowfell, Turbine said, we're never doing another expansion in DDO. And I cried myself to sleep that night, because even though Shadowfell wasn't that great, I didn't want there to never be another expansion in DDO again. And that was 2013. And then in 2015, was it 2015? It was Turbine was yeah, we're done with this game. We're getting out of here. And then Standing Stone Games was born. And then Standing Stone Games was we're doing a Ravenloft expansion. And we were all what? Because Turbine said no more expansions ever again. And then SSG took over, and they're like, expansion time. So that was really cool. Here's Randall in Wheloon. Okay, and he has level 24 augments. Yeah, I don't care. I don't like the whole Shadowfell effect. I've never been a fan of Wheloon. Stormhorns, yeah, it's okay. I've never been a big fan of it. I think this layer zone is beautiful, but I've never been a big fan of the quests. All right, what's next? The next expansion is Ravenloft, and I don't have a bottle of mist because Uncle Voodoo was broke when Ravenloft came out, so I don't I don't have a bottle of mist. I have to get there the old-fashioned way. I gotta hoof it, or in this case, I gotta paw it. So I'm going to go to the Blue Water Inn, and he is upstairs, right across from the entrance to the Baba Raid. Here's the entrance to the Baba Raid, which requires no flagging, by the way. And Randall Lyric is right there. He's got both heroic augments that are level 12, and he wants Vistani talismans and remnants for him. And then he has legendary augments, which are level 28, and he wants Vistani totems and mysterious remnants for them. Or just you can just pay shards if you prefer. Okay, so then from here we had Sharn. We already showed you where the Sharn Randall Lyric was. So then we have Feywild after that. Bertle, back to lurk mode, loaded for a run to Plant City, Florida from Elk City, Oklahoma. Safe travels, Bertle. Getting a new truck. Nice. All right, Randall Lyric here in Feywild is right here, outside of the tavern. And he's got both heroic augments, which are level 4, and he's got legendary augments that are level 28. Okay, and all of the augments that he has, they're listed on the wiki page. You know, there's a great article on DDO Wiki, which I'll show you in a minute. It's that good that I want to show you. All right, so then our final expansion, our mini expansion of Saltmarsh, there's a version of Randall Lyric there too. And they also said there'll be another Randall Lyric in Isle of Dread. So there'll be a 7th Randall Lyric. And remember, he doesn't have the same thing at every location. Okay, so here's Randall Lyric in Saltmarsh right here inside the tavern. He's got heroic augments, and these are level 1 augments. And he's got legendary augments, and these are level 28. And if you don't know, now you know. All right. So what's that article you were talking about? Well, I'm going to go to the Google machine on the internet, and I'm going to type in DDO augments. And that's all I'm going to do, DDO augments. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this is a really cool invention called the internet. And it's got a lot of stuff on it, and you can search this stuff on the internet on this site called the Google. And this is the Google, and I just typed in DDO augments, and so here's, you know, like all the different augments that are in the game and stuff like that. But this article right here is a very, very helpful article. This is all the purchasable augments in the game. Okay, so like if you're like, well, you know, you got, and this is not store augments. This is stuff like you can get in game for doodads and thingamethings and whoozy what's it's like, you know, all the stuff that we collect throughout the game. You can trade the stuff for augments, and there's lots of different stuff that you can trade to lots of different augment traders, whether it's mysterious remnants for the monster hunter in the Hall of Heroes, or the collectibles traders that you can trade collectibles or astral shards to around the market and the different houses. Or you can go to the 12 and you can trade tokens of the 12 to Lahar, the Epic Trader, the Magma Golem, and the 12. Or you can go to Giant Hold and you could trade relics and restored relics for level 12, 16, 20, and 24. Augments, I use the hell out of these augment traders on hardcore. I farmed relics to get augments because augments are awesome. After the rescaling, augments are producing very, very competitive stats. Especially on hardcore, you can get away with augmenting all kinds of stuff. In Necropolis, let's see. Wait. What? Oh, the Diamond of Vitality 20. I almost forgot that. You want Diamond of Vitality 20, you can trade 20 of the heroic tapestries. Used to be pre-slotted in the Minos Legends, then they did away with all the pre-slotted augments. Now there's just a Diamond of Vitality on the reward list. Yep. Forgot about that. Then you can trade here. This is all the Randall lyrics here that we just went over. So look at this. Like, this page is so wonderful, and they're all listed here. Everything that you can buy for thingamathings and doodads in the game. So let's say you're like, I want to get a healing amplification augment, right? So you just search the word healing, right? Boom, you can get a plus 37 level 20 healing amplification augment from Randall Lyric in Eveningstar. Let's see what else. Or you can get a level 12 or 28 one from Randall Lyric in Ravenloft, or you can get a level 4/28 one from Randall Lyric in the Feywild, or you can get a level 16/28 one from Randall Lyric in Sharn. And it shows you what you need. 28 Astral Shards or 1 ally and 1 compound and 1,000 Mysterious Remnants. So if you'd rather pay shards or you'd rather pay thingamathings. You've got payment options. I think he also takes American Express. And Randall and Saltmarsh has them too. This is an awesome, awesome article. So, you're looking for an augment and you're like, you found one on the shard exchange. Like, somebody's posting this healing application augment for 100 shards. Is that a ripoff or not? You go to that page and you're like, man, I can just go to Randall, and Sharn and get that same thing for 1,000 Mysterious Remnants or whatever, I'd rather do that, or literally for less shards than people are posting. He does not take Discover. That doesn't surprise me.